What's going on, guys? Carlos here with Back Road Garage, and today we have a great video. As I say that, Tim is pulling up. Today we are installing his long tube headers on the Mustang GT. We are leaving my house now and going to my buddy JR's shop. We will update you once we are there. Okay guys, we're about 15 minutes out from JR's shop and about 8 hours of work ahead of us. Tim's excited.
We're headed to Dunkin' Donuts because we live in New England.
And it's cold as balls out. Got the goods?
Oh, no. Much better. First, we disconnected the battery, took the engine cover off so we can get to everything, and then took the intake box out. You got the T-bolt clamp here, one here, and then there's one bolt over here that holds the actual air box. And then we deleted the sound tube, or we're deleting the sound tube with the intake. There's one bolt down in here.
Way back there.
Yeah, I put the plug in already.
Yeah,
so
right there.
it's kind of a tight spot. We're gonna take off the two motor mount bolts, one here, and then same thing on the passenger side, which is down right there.
Yep, all the way down. And then that will be it, and then we'll be able to jack the car up.
Yeah, it took me a long time to decide what wheels I want.
My alien light.
Damn right.
Hell yeah.
Okay guys, so what we did now is we took the whole exhaust off the one that we installed a couple weeks ago. Same procedure but backwards. These bolts, along with those hangers, along with the hangers in the back, and we took the sensors off right here and right here. And they are working on
The passenger side.
Dash side down plate.
passenger side down pipe. Then we got the driver's side, and then we should be good to get all the header bolts, hopefully.
Hopefully. What are we looking at, JR?
Right now we are just getting this header off. We got everything else out, motor mounts out, starters out. So one by one we'll get these out and then be ready to rock.
Where's loose?
All right, so Carlos is taking over on the wrenching for a little bit. We're taking off the stock header here on the passenger side.
I got legit about 2 centimeters of space to take this bolt out,
That sounds about right.
but it's coming along.
State job here. 3 people standing around. Carlos didn't get the black sweatshirt memo today.
Nope.
So
I'm waiting for Jared to give me one of his.
Jared
Jared didn't get the sneaker memo.
He likes that snap on.
that's fine.
Yeah, I do. Doesn't take my melon, So like Tim just said, continuing taking this the right side out of the headers. Everything's really snug, and JR is starting on the left. JR, want to give us a little rundown real quick?
Gotta get the steering shaft out of the way. and then we already got everything jacked up, so we'll start taking the motor mount out on this side, and then this side's the easiest. I mean, literally, it's half of the stuff on that side, so.
Understood. And then just make sure you guys mark the steering column.
Yeah, this is a little excessive. You don't have to mark all the way up and down. You're mainly just worried about this. Yep. And if you come off this end, you want to do that, but I just kind of go crazy with everything.
Got it, guys. Good. This whole right side is officially out. Gasket's still up there. Tim, we are going to be reusing the gaskets, correct?
Yeah.
So yeah, reusing that gasket is what we were been told.
Recommended by Stainless Works themselves.
Yeah, the left side, we're working on the studs now. The motor mount is out. The motor mount was right here. You'd have to undo those 4 studs that you can see the holes for. And then you're going to loosen the motor mount from the top on the driver's side. You can finagle some extensions together and hit it from the top with an impact. And now Tim is working those studs out. I'm gonna give Tim the camera.
So for the driver's side, we got the studs right here. Definitely recommend going from the top on the driver's side. There's a lot of space. We had to take the motor mount out, but I'm gonna get as many as I can from up here because down there is definitely a little bit tighter. But other than that, definitely recommend coming from this side.
Yeah, we're all good. We're gonna start installing these things. We left 3 studs in there, so 2 are gonna be the hanger, and another one can't come out because the AC is in the way. So we're gonna shove her up in there.
Tim, give him a hand.
Yeah, that starter wire should be right there. Yeah, there she is.
So we lined up the headers, and now we're gonna continue with the studs.
Yeah, just grab me that assembly loop over there. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much ready to rock. Like we said, we left that back stud in where the AC line right there.
Yep.
That's the biggest thing. We couldn't get that out because the AC was in the way, but.
And keeping that stud makes it easy to line up the headers when you put them back on.
Yep. I just dropped that.
What are you doing now, JR?
Just throwing some little bit of anti-seize on there. People know a lot. I mean, this is AMSoil. It's like an assembly lube, but it's got like anti-seize friction stuff in it, so.
Good.
It's good for them.
Got some lunch. Taking a smoke break.
Smoke break.
Jay, want to update the people?
Yeah. Got all bolts in.
All the bolts are in. Now we just got to tighten them on the right side, right?
Yeah, torque them up. Yeah. Yeah.
What would you say to torque these down to?
I think it was like 13 Newton meters. So I
13.
Check, but.
So approximately 0.234 ooga-doogas.
By the way, we are done with driver's side officially. Everything is done. We didn't really record much of it because it is a job that we kind of all need to be hands-on.
Yeah. So we're gonna toss the motor mount back in.
Yeah, the
and
motor
the
mount.
starter on this side, and then the driver's side's wide open. So we're gonna start on that. We start with the more difficult side. So.
And just to let you guys know, for the motor mounts that go right here on the sides, they are actually easier to undo from the top with an impact. You just got to put some extensions together. So try to do that when you guys do this job. Got my beer assistant. What we were talking about the motor mounts. If you can see right now, I don't have too much light up here, but Tim is down there tightening it with the ratchet. But if you use something like this, like an impact and maybe a couple extensions, you can hit it from the top and pretty much, you know, get them started so the person on the bottom that's ratcheting it doesn't have too much work to do. Jared, what happened?
Look at this. I think cream pie itself.
Oh my god.
You gripped her too hard, come on.
So they're gonna continue working on the driver's side header. Alright. Take out the mass sensor on the stock airbox, and I'm gonna put it onto our JLT. So I believe the JLT comes with some hardware, so that's gonna be an easy swap. And then once we finish getting the headers on, we're gonna lower the car. We're gonna toss this bad boy on, and then slap the tune in and start her up.
We got Tim on this side tightening up the motor mount. We got JR on this side finishing up what? The starter, right? And the control and the motor mounts.
We're doing motor mount. Lining everything up.
We just lined up the tranny again. We're back in the holes. And then we should be updating you guys again once the motor mounts are in and the starter is back in place. Okay guys, so on the time lapse, you probably just saw a little bit of a sketchy work going on. We had to line up the motor with the motor mounts again, with the pry bar and with the jack. And we are in business now, and we are tightening everything down with the ratcheting machine.
Oh, do that by hand.
Yeah. And everything is going pretty smoothly.
Oh, they said, I mean, these are, it's like I said, it's the same design.
Grab that.
Famous works. So, they're a high quality brand, so. Inch and 7/8.
So we have the headers all done and the O2 sensors are now going in. So pretty much what I would say are these O2 sensors are normally more higher up on the stock ones. So when you put them here, you're gonna have some extra wiring. So we zip tied it up and made it look as OEM as possible. We tied up these clamps here and put the little mid pipes on. And then we have the elbows over here that also have this. And these are the downstream ones. So we have the defowlers for that, which I'll show you over here.
So these are kind of on the top.
Yeah, that's cool.
So,
Tim, show me the defowlers. Yeah, so that's what they look like. It's gonna be one on each of them, one on that one and one on this one. And then we also have the wiring for them right here. And that should be it. And then we'll just be finishing it up with the intake. Okay guys, it's been about 45 minutes, maybe almost an hour since the last time I picked up the camera, but the whole exhaust is back on. We do want to adjust that pipe right here, the elbow pipe right here, because it is hanging a little bit low compared to this side. I don't know if you can catch it on camera, but this side is a little bit low. Just like the exhaust video, the hangers are in, the sensors are, the wiring's back for the valves, and then working on to the front, we have our O2 sensors in right here. Like I said before, with the zip tie. And then over here, we put the H-pipe and all that back together. And then right here, we have the defowlers set up, the defowlers, however you want to call it. And we just got to tighten those down and set those up and wire them up. Tim right now is tightening up the clamps, just making sure that they're not going to leak because we don't want to deal with that problem. And then after that, we probably will have, I don't know, Tim, what do you think? A 20-minute intake install? Hopefully nice and quick. We'll treat you guys to both headers and intake today. And then Tim also has the tune on already. Like he already has all the wiring and stuff for that. And all he has to do is program the ECU. So we'll be able to do that. It'll be a full bolt-on tune for E93, not E85 yet. Not yet. What do you think, JR?
all right, so we got the intake box in. Got that going out to the grill. And we're gonna toss everything else back in. That's pretty much it.
How you feeling?
We're almost there. We just gotta slap the intake in and do some zip tying so we don't burn no wires.
Yeah, so that's about it. Now we're gonna do the intake right here to the throttle body, and it should be ready to go. And then Tim, you gotta tune it, right?
Yeah, I gotta flash it.
and then that should be it. Intake is all done. So are the headers, obviously. JR is over here tightening down the battery. And we got Tim in the car. And he's setting up the tune right now. Okay guys, we're updating it right now. And then we should be ready. The tune will be
close to my
I'm sorry. The tune will be for 93 gas, full bolt-on headers, exhaust, and intake. Anything else, Tim, or is that about it?
That's it for now.
Yep. So
The
next video will be the startup. Bro, that might be too loud.
Oh, that's next. It pops too. That might be 2 grand.
That's 2,500 RPMs.
What?
That's
Rev it a little.
bro, that was 2,500 RPMs the whole time.
You feel that? It's definitely leaking. Something's vibrating. You feel that, or do you think it's just the exhaust?
I feel the vibration, but I think it's just the
Oh, if
exhaust.
it's rubbing against something?
I don't know. That it could be the headers, but I doubt it.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to look tomorrow.
Yeah, guys. Overall, today it's really hard to get a pole or anything like that because it is raining where we are. But the car is very loud. Sounds very good. I think we might be fighting an exhaust leak. We are not really sure yet, but the car almost sounds cam, to be completely honest. But overall, we are very happy with it. Tim has been messing around with the different modes and whatnot. And even though the car is extremely loud, a good benefit about this car is having the quiet mode valves and all that, because it definitely does quiet the car down a pretty good amount. So with that being said, I'm gonna close out the video today, and we'll see you guys next time. We will be doing maybe like a short little video kind of explaining each of the modes and whatnot with the current setup that is on the car. But with that being said, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.